I'm Matt Freiler with sports, joined by ESPN College Game Day analyst David Pollack. David, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me, big dog.
So you've been all over the country
Yes,
in
sir.
all kinds of different awesome college football environments. We want to know from an outside perspective, what makes Penn State special?
Well, first of all, we've been to a ton of them, across the country. And I think the smaller schools are the most unique, probably like the North Dakota States, the JMUs. Those are really, really cool. But when you come to the bigger schools, to me, it's not even as much about the game day, but the whiteout is just stupid. It's impossible to hear. It's impossible to communicate. So this is one of the coolest places that we go to.
Awesome. So coming into this matchup, top two scoring offenses in the country. Penn State not really skipping a beat since Joe Moorhead left. Dwayne Haskins for Ohio State looking like an early Heisman candidate. Do you think this one's going to be a shootout, or do you think the defenses might be able to hold their own more than people expect?
No, I think you're going to get plenty of scoring. And, I understand what you're saying about the scoring offense with Penn State, but the passing game is not what it was. So that's kind of regressed a little bit. I think McSorley's legs are more involved. Miles Sanders, just next freak show up. I mean, he's doing as good of a job as Saquon Barkley did. Maybe not with the pub that Barkley got. KJ Hamler, hello, freak show. Defensive for Penn State, defensively, not good. So I think when you look at Ohio State's defense, they've been good the last couple of years, but Penn State still had success. And so I think Penn State was running. I think McSorley's legs will be the key to this game. He'll be running the football a good bit. If it needs to be 20 carries, it will be, but we're going to have a shootout.
So speaking of McSorley, you being a former Ben-Eric award-winning defensive end, you know how important it is more than anyone to get pressure on the quarterback, especially when you have a versatile guy like Trace.
Yep.
So how does Nick Bosa being out impact this Buckeye defense?
Well, it takes away the best player in college football. I think Nick Bosa is overall the best player, and he can put pressure on you. Now, McSorley is one of the best quarterbacks in the country at avoiding pressure and still making plays. But they're freaky regardless, Ohio State.
So tomorrow morning, everyone will be watching as Lee Corso makes his pick. But today in the Center County studios, we want to know who David Pollack has.
Too bad you're not getting my pick today. But I don't know what Corso's doing either. But, listen, I think I keep going back and forth. Penn State has found a way. Last year, Ohio State had a great defensive line, and Penn State still moved the football. I think they're going to move the football regardless. At home, obviously, I think you give it a couple points. So I keep going back and forth on who I'm going to pick. So you'll have to tune in tomorrow. Sorry, bro.
Well, David, we appreciate it. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Now, for more on the game, let's go live to reporter Ellie French at Beaver Stadium.